a chain of game when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first throw, here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
First down, Winston. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On play action, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Winston. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 22-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 11. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going to run. Here's Conner. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
First down, Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston under pressure. They got him again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Fourth down, Winston.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
Olave holds it in.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis again.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long. And
that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Murray.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Murray now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return, Hardy. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. And Winston lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, here this 3rd quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Winston. He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll throw again. Winston. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And that leads to New Orleans first down. A give to Kamara running right.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Winston. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming left is Kamara. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Winston to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Connor. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So this one, a victory